Hello friend, welcome to all of you. In the previous lecture, we discussed about the Keynesian critiques on the JB says law of market and classical theory of market. In today's lecture, we discuss now the Keynesian theory of employment, which is he explained in his book in 1936. So Keynes vehemently criticized the classical theory of employment and says law of market, and he separately propounded his theory in the general theory of employment, interest and money in 1936. So Keynes is explained his own theory in 1936 in the background of Great Depression 1929. So in this chapter we discuss about some employment views. There are three views and three theories. The classical theory of employment, which is explained by Adam Smith, J.B. Say, Professor Pigou, Marshall, J.S. Mill, etc. people, and the Keynesian theory of employment, which is explained J.M. Keynes, and the modern theory of employment, Milton Friedman, Baumol, Tobin, Modigliani. We not discuss in this lecture, but there are three views in the economics about the employment: classical theory of employment, Keynesian theory of employment, and modern view of employment. And the classical theory of employment we discussed in our earlier lecture. Today we discuss only the Keynesian theory of employment. So Keynesian theory of employment, before that the classical theory is very popular still to the 1920 to 30 Great Depression, but after Great Depression the classical theory failed to analyze the unemployment situation and phases of trade cycle like recession and depression. The classical theory of employment was criticized by J.M. Keynes in his book The General Theory of Employment and Interest and Money in the year of 1936. So Keynes not only criticized the classical theory and says law of market, also he is explained his own theory separately, which is widely accepted by the entire world in the economics. So we looking here the Keynesian theory of employment, and the Keynesian thought brought revolutionary and fundamental changes in the economy. So it has been called new economic and economic revolution. Whenever the failure of the classical theory of employment, so Keynes tried to find some unsolved question. The question like how will be the equilibrium established, whether it is a full employment or the half employment situation, how will we remove the unemployment, solve the problem of depression. He tried to find out some question in his theory. So he has explained and used the new economic tool and concept of economic analysis in his theory. The concept of consumption function, propensity to consume, marginal efficiency of capital, and the liquidity preference and effective demand. These innovative concepts he used for the explanation. And Keynesian theory of employment is the new economics and economic revolution bring into the economics. So what are the assumption of the Keynesian theory? We looking here the assumption of Keynesian theory. He assumed that the short run, and he criticized the classical theory that they not assume short run, because Keynes view that in the long run we all are died. So what will be happen in the short run, it is the important, and the short term phenomena is the important, and what are the changes into the short run is the important for economic point of view. So therefore, according to his theory, the short run, the increase the national income would be means increase the employment. So he assumed the short run. The next is the monetary economy. He assumed the monetary economy according to Keynes, money and currency is an independent commodity and also play an important role in economic transaction. He has laid special emphasis on money play a role as a store of value in an economy. So monetary economic has come to exist, and the classical economics consider only money is the medium of exchange, but he consider the money for the store of value. The third is the perfect competition. He also assumed that there is a perfect market condition for his analysis, that the large number of buyers, large number of sellers, homogeneous of goods, and same price in absence of trial cost. So perfect competition is assumed for the Keynesian theory. The next assumption for the Keynesian theory, the capitalistic economy. The Keynes has designed its employment theory with a capitalistic economy in mind. He did not think the communist and the mixed economy for his analysis. He assumed also the law of diminishing marginal returns. He has assumed the law of diminishing marginal return and increasing cost for analysis in his employment theory. The next, he assumed the macro approach. He assumed that the whole society or country as one, they had to use the aggregative concept in their employment theory. He used the national income, aggregate supply, aggregate expenditure, aggregate demand. These are the concept, macro point of view he used in his theory. So he assumed the macro approach for his theory. The next is the closed economy. He also assumed that there is a closed economy, there is no international transaction and no export import between the countries for analysis. The next is remain the constant. The physical and technical condition production remain constant in short run according to Keynesian theory. So physical and technical condition production remain constant. He assumed that the amount of capital, the size of population and labor force, technology, efficiency of labor, factor price, the product price, money wages and fixed speculative demand, etc. remain constant. That's why he assumed that the supply does not play any role, because in short run supply is the constant and the physical and technological condition production remain constant in short run. The next is the rate of interest. About the rate of interest, according to him, the rate of interest and monetary phenomena, and he integrated the monetary theory with the value theory and brought theory the interest in the domain of monetary theory. So rate of interest, he think that it is the monetary phenomena. The timeline, there is no time lag between the income and expenditure, income having expenditure, he assumed in his theory. He also assumed that there is a role of government, there is the important role of government for the increasing investment, because there is the deficiency of the effective demand, and Keynes say that the government did not play any role in regarding tax imposed, tax collection and spending. So Keynes said that the government did not play any role regarding tax imposed, tax collection or spending, but play a role in the increase in the consumption and investment in the economy. And the last one, the underemployment, he assumed that under most important assumption that the employment is the equilibrium at least then full employment level of output or underemployment level. So he assumed that the economy is equilibrium into the underemployment level or less than full employment level and not for the full employment. So here we finish the assumption of Keynesian theory, the employment level determination according to Keynes. The Keynes theory, income and employment, is about the short term theory, because he assumed that the amount of capital, size of population, labor force, technology, the efficiency of labor remain constant. That is why according to Keynes the volume of employment is depend the level of national income and output, and therefore according to his theory, in the short term increase the national income would means the increase in employment, and it is the depend upon only the effective demand, because the supply will be constant. So the large the volume of employment means the large of national income, and the smaller volume of employment means the smaller national income. Hence the Keynes theory is also known as the Keynesian theory of income determination and the employment. So here we end the point, the Keynesian theory's assumption. You can refer the M.L. Jhingan macroeconomic theory, H.L. Ahuja macroeconomic theory book, Rasa R.G. S.P. Adhav business economics macro, same 3 publication is also available market. So these book you can refer for your study. The assignment question for this point, they explain the assumption of Keynesian theory of employment. So this question will be asked for 10 to 5 marks in your examination. Thank you for watching this video. The next lecture we discuss and explain the Keynesian theory of employment. Thank you.